FBG Butta admits to telling. He said he snitched on somebody who died. Listen to this shit.
Motherfucker, what I said, I took motherfucker here, boy, what? My homie got killed. What the fuck could I say? A nigga blicked my homie. I told motherfucker they killed my homie. Folks dead anywhere it go. I'm a snitch cause I told on dead person. You know how many people tell on dead people? I told motherfucker what I said. I took motherfucker here, boy, what? My homie got killed. What the fuck could I say? A nigga blicked my...
All right, so he said he told his... I don't get the street rules shit, because everybody tries to rewrite it to make whatever they're doing right and whatever somebody else is doing wrong. So he's saying that he kind of told... And remember we had that conversation about like King Von and like Dirk? If Dirk said, bruh, nigga, I didn't shoot out the window, it was Von. And say he gets off his case because of that. Is he snitching? Keep in mind, no one will go to jail for it. So I've always wondered, like, you know, where do we draw the line of snitching? Because it's always moved, right? So, for example, traditionally, they say snitching is when you did a crime with a nigga and you're telling on said nigga. For example, I go to rob the bank with the chat, and then I get caught, and I said, well, will you give me less years if I tell on the chat? And basically, that's just snitching, right? So I'm telling on you to get lesser time. We did the crime together, snitching, right? Then they've expanded it to, well, if you tell on any criminal activity, right? So that's why you get extremes like Cameron going on 60 Minutes saying, you know, if there was a serial killer living next to him, he wouldn't call the cops. He would just move. Because basically he's pretty much saying tell on any crime is snitching. So cool. So now it then turns to a realistic situation. Okay, you're beefing with these guys over there. They're shooting at you. You're shooting at them. People are dying all over. They killed one of your friends. You know they killed one of your friends. Could you tell the cops? No, you're supposed to, quote unquote, leave it in the streets. So if you tell on your enemies, so it's not only who you do the crime with, it's anybody in the streets. You tell on your enemies and you don't keep it in the streets, now you're snitching. So it's not only telling on your own guys, it's telling on your ops. Okay, cool. So they've moved the goalposts. Now they've moved it again. Well, if it's about telling, isn't there a result to the telling? Yeah. So when you snitch, usually you're going to put somebody in jail and usually you're getting out with lesser charges, right? Or lesser time. So then somebody says, well, what if I'm telling on somebody who's dead? He can't get no time. The person's dead. That can't be snitching, right? The streets have now said, oh, that's snitching too. Even if no one goes to jail, just you talking. And so you telling on someone who can't go to jail just for you to get less time is basically snitching. Essentially, I'm going to be honest, I think snitching is going to get to the point where, which it kind of did already, when they say, yo, if your attorney files things on your behalf, like, for example, like one of the, with C-Day and Rondo shit, right? They both got different attorneys. I think Rondo's attorney filed some documents to say, my client wasn't the one with the gun. But it implies that maybe the other person was with the gun, but it didn't call no names. People feel like that's snitching. So now your lawyer doing his job is snitching. Okay, so your lawyer doing his job is snitching. You can't tell on somebody who can't go to jail snitching. You know what's going to be snitching eventually? Not just taking the max penalty. Anything else is going to be snitching. You get what I mean? So, again, who's making these rules? How convenient are these rules? People will change the parameters based on who's in it or who they like. Oh, if it's 6ix9ine, oh shit, well, who cares about the fact that they cannot, yeah, whatever. If it's somebody else, well, the nigga he told on was dead. If it was this nigga, oh shit. Oh, it's T.I. Well, nah, his man wasn't a street nigga. So, like, there's a lot of, like, you know, you basically, like, well, this case, this, you know, well, at least when it was Gunna, like, nah, he ain't really going court. He just went on TV. Like, it's a lot of that. So, like, I just look at this shit as hilarious, okay? How fucking hilarious, because there's no real definition. The definition only applies to whatever individual is making the rules at whatever particular time. That's it. And watching all these guys continually act like there's a code, who enforces the code? Because there's a bunch of people who snitch and they're not getting killed. So there's no repercussion for snitching. Why wouldn't you snitch? Riddle me that. All right. Did I get through all these topics? Let me see. I have a topic about the FN Mecca thing. I don't even know if I want to talk about it.